Hey, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Ranjan, and this is Machine Learning in Cybersecurity series. So, in my last video, I have completed 50% part of the EDA. In this part, I will be continuing other 50% part of the EDA. This video is the continuation of the previous video. If you have not watched this video, just watch this video. So, let's start. Now I will create a graph between duration and destination ports, and here I am selecting one IP only. So because this IP got attacked most of the time, so I am analyzing this IP on what are the types of attacks on this IP. So here you will see, like on the lower port the attack lasts for very higher duration, and from the higher ports attack lasts for only short duration, just for 2-3 seconds. It is so because on the higher ports the ports are closed, so it is just like checking the ports whether they are open or not, and these ports are open, so that's why duration of the attack lasts long. So we are seeing like on the lower ports the attack is lasting longer. Now I will create a violin plot. So violin plot is basically a combination of box plot plus probability distribution graph. So here you will see, like at this point it is just showing a normal curve, Gaussian curve. So it's a probability distribution curve. So it's a combination of box plot. It show me outliers as well. So here I will see like all the distributions are similar except shell code. Here I am seeing two mode. The graph has two peaks, so it's a bimodal. Apart from this, everything is right. So now I will create a user defined function which is heat map. All the variables I will define here, and I just need to pass 4 things here, so it would be easy for me. I don't need to define each and every time all the things. Now I am analyzing between attacks and the hour, at which particular hour number of attacks is getting increased. What I will do, I will just fetch the hour from this. So this is my start time. So first I will select first part, and from the first part I will use split. So in the date and time we have some hour method. So if I will type hour, I will get the 11. So I will create a new data frame which would be df pivot. So I will create a pivot table. Pivot table in the pandas would be like rearranging the data frame. So here I am creating a new variable which is hour. So I'm using a function which will fetch the hour from the start time. It would be in format of 0000. That's why I'm concatenating a string and multiplying it. So it is just looking like this, 11 hour. So after hour, minutes or second, it has just replaced by 0. So now I will create a pivot table. So it's my pivot table. At the 000 hour, number of analysis attack was 3, number of backdoor attack was 16, number of DDoS attack 127. So you will see like number are showing very weird pattern. Somewhere is high, somewhere is low. So we have to find what is the pattern in this. So I will create a heat map. So this is the heat map in which you are seeing that on the y-axis these are the hours at 0 hour to 1 p.m. So, and these are the types of attack, and these are the number of the attack. If the color is black, it would be around 1000. If color is light red or white, the attack are in 10,000 or maximum. So if you will see, the number of attacks for the shell code is completely black. So the number of attacks are same throughout the day, from a 00 hours to till 13, the number of attacks are same. But if you will see here for DDoS, we are seeing a weird pattern. On the odd hours, number of attacks are getting increased. Here you will see, here's a light color, here's a light color, and one dark color. So it's showing a pattern. Like on the odd hours, it is showing me attacks are more, and on the even hour attacks are less. For the DDoS, for the exploits, and for the fuzzers is same. So in that case, attackers know something about this company. So like it could be the reason, like attackers are planning to attack only on the odd hours. So it could be the reason like employees are at the rest or at the break or in the odd hours, or is there any backup, or is there any security process which runs on the odd hours. He knows something. It's the pattern. So we have to analyze that pattern. It would be help us to make strategies, make security policies. By seeing these patterns, we have to analyze what the patterns of the company are. The employees in the company are resting on even hours and working on the odd hours, or vice versa. It's another heat map. It is just showing me percentage, like how many attacks are in percentage. So it is just the same, just a different, where I am using different unit for measuring. So here you will see as well, like we have weird pattern, we have odd even pattern, and for shell code it's the same. Now I will create another heat map in which I will select the destinations IP, which all are the destinations IP which are getting attacked, and is there any pattern in those IP addresses. Like suppose one IP address is getting more attacked odd hours or even hours or some particular hour. I have these 10 IP, and if you will see like this is the percentage of the attack. So if black, that means 15% attack, and this color at this would be 30%, and this color would be 45%, this color would be 60%, and if white, there are many attack. If you will see that this server .13 having a more number of attack at 1 AM, this is the pattern that we have to find. It could be any server which is creating a backup, or is there any server attacker just want to avoid that backup. Here we have like it's an interesting pattern why attacker wants to attack this machine at particular hour. It could be reason like this machine is making some backup and attacker is just doing a DDoS attack so that you can't take a backup. It would be helping us to implement a data science and cybersecurity policy for this machine at this particular hour so that we can prevent these types of attack for our backup. And the same case is with this server is having a more number of attack at 3 AM, and here you will see odd even pattern in this case. Now I'm creating another heat map in which I'm showing for different destination IP and for different type of attacks, for which particular IP there which type of attacks are more. And this right line is showing that black color is having a less number of attacks, and where we have this color that there are more number of attacks. And here's some pattern, like if you will see for this destination IP we have all types of attack, like we have analysis attack, backdoor attack, because these are in the light color, but we don't have worms and shellcode attack for this. And for the same for the 13 IP we have all types of attack, but in that case we don't have worms, shellcode and generic attack as well. So here's some pattern as well. We have completed one hypothesis testing which was between source port and destination port, and there is another hypothesis testing which we have to check with respect to attack category. Now we have to check hypothesis between source and destination per attack category. So we will perform t-test. So it would be similarly as we have done in for the source port and the destination IP. So I will calculate p value for every attack. So if you will see all values are coming less than 0.005, only this value. Apart from this is also in minus, so it's in minus, it's in minus. So only this value shellcode attack we are having a 0.32. So it's as we have already seen in the shellcode that in the shellcode we are not seeing any pattern. For every category there was some pattern, but in the shellcode there is no such pattern. We are seeing the p value is coming much greater than 0.05 for every type of attack other than the shellcode attack. We can consider that there is no randomness in the ports. So attacker is planning lower port for the destination port. So attacker is planning attack for the lower destination ports other than the shellcode attack. So just verify this statement. We will define a contingency table. So contingency table is just a cross tabulation matrix which is getting used in the chi-square. Chi-square is a hypothetical test. If you don't know about the chi-square, just watch this video. I have explained chi-square in this video. So the contingency table would be between attack category and the destination port. So here we will define the attack categories, and here we will define the number of the destination ports. So it will go from 0 to 65535. Here you will see some randomness is there. On the 0 there are many attacks. So we have to check whether attack category is dependent on destination port or not. So my null hypothesis would be it is independent. There is no dependency between attack category and destination port. Alternate hypothesis would be that they are dependent on the destination port. So now I calculate my p value, and which is coming as 0. So it is much less than 0.05. So I will reject the null hypothesis and I will accept that my attack category is dependent on the destination port. Now I will create a scatter plot by taking attack category, source port and destination port. So this is my scatter plot. Here you will see the attacks on the lower destination port and on the higher destination port, or in the middle range there is very less number of the attack. And if you will see source port, the complete range of source port, even it's lower or it would be higher, the attacker is generating the attack from all ports. But in case of destination, it is generating from higher ports and from the lower ports only, and we have already proved hypothesis as well for this. Now I will explore this graph into two different graphs, source and destination graph. So first is for source port, and if you will see these are the categories, and source port are random and it's spread throughout the port. So it's a complete spread, so there is no randomness in case of source port. And in case of destination port, we have already seen like there is some randomness. For the exploit they are covering whole range, but more they are covering higher ports and lower ports. It is complete completely dense. It is spreading very less dense, but here in case of lower port and higher port, it is completely dense. In case of shellcode, it's completely spreaded throughout the range, and in case of fuzzers, worms and analysis, they are using small range of ports, and in case of reconnaissance as well. So now these are my 4 IPs in our dataset which are attackers, and so I will create a graph how many which all the attackers are creating which attack. So I have created these 4 graphs. In this, if you will see, like this attacker is creating exploit and shellcode attacks. So all patterns are same basically. The all 4 attackers are producing same pattern, so there is no randomness. So they all are doing same thing. So now I will check from the perspective of the victim IP. So these are the victim, these are the target machines which attacker is planned to attack. So these are 10 IP address. So I will create a graph. So here you will see this is the target 16, and in this there are so many exploits. This is same, this is same. So we are seeing some pattern that these generic attack are using some specific ports only. If you see exploit, they are using higher ports and lower ports. Here same case, but if you will see in the case of generic, they are using some specific ports. So we can design our cybersecurity strategy to block these type of attacks. So here we conclude that we have 4 attackers and they are attacking our 9 IP addresses which are below. So and they are attacking with the same pattern, they are following same pattern and attacking the 9 IP address. And for this, if we want to prove this hypothesis, we can use ANOVA. Prove that is the same pattern or it's a different pattern. So this was just an EDA and it is just an analysis, and we can dig a lot into this information. Basically EDA takes a couple of months. I have just tried to cover in this 20 minutes short span of time. So this was just an EDA. It's not machine learning or deep learning algorithm. So we can apply machine learning algorithm on this. We have explored different type of attacks and we have analyzed which all the ports which are more vulnerable to the attack. So on the basis of this information, we can propose new security policies and countermeasures so these attacks can be avoided. So that's all in this video. I hope you have liked the video. Please like this video and subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed. So see you all in the next video. Till then, goodbye, enjoy, happy learning.